Hi crafty friends, it's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana, and in today's video we're making some really cute little miniature Polaroids, but they're faux Polaroids, they're not the real deal. So I got this idea from another YouTuber who is using real Polaroids. I'm going to have her video where she makes these linked below, and but I thought, I don't have any Polaroids, but I absolutely love this idea. So I wanted to give it a try. And this is what I came up with. So let me get one made here, and then we will go from there. Let's see. Let's do this. We can do a little deer maybe, or a toy soldier would be cute. I think we'll do the toy soldier. That's cute. All right. I will give you the dimensions on these. Just a second. Yep. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take a piece of white cardstock, and you are going to cut that. It looks like 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then your little images, she used actual black and white photos that she had and placed them over top the Polaroid photo. She had gotten hers out of like a reminiscent book. These are from a vintage Christmas book, and I thought these would be cute too. And this is 3 by 3 is exactly how big I'm using for the insert for the photo. All right, so I've got these already glued on. Now let me get this one glued on. And then we will decorate these, and when we're done, we'll look through them. We do ink them a little bit. She did put some rickrack on hers, so feel free to do that. As you guys know, I have already put up flip-throughs of all my journals, and I want to thank everyone. All of them sold the same day I put them up. That means so much. I can't believe it, but it means so much. Thank you. So I have already actually put everything away Christmas-wise for this year. I just wanted to film. I kept the stuff out to film my last 2 embellishment videos, this being one of them, and then plan on starting my Barbie series. Just a little mention, you can find this in the post in my YouTube channel. My wrap party for the Christmas Palooza is going to be November the 23rd at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will be a live event. I give away a journal that I made during Christmas Palooza, which you guys have not seen that yet. I need to film a flip through of that journal, and that'll be up before the actual day of the wrap party. That way we're not doing that during the wrap party. But the things I've got going on is giving away a journal. I give away an embellishment pack, and then I give away my leftovers. So anything that I had pulled out for Christmas journals that did not get used, I then go ahead and give those away. That way I don't have to feed it back into my stash, and hopefully, it seems like everybody likes those leftovers. It helps me keep my stash in a manageable place, and also provides some fun items for my subscribers. So you guys will have to give me feedback in the comments. Do you like those leftovers? Is that a good idea, or would you rather me in the future, instead of doing my leftovers, put together like kind of a kit or a curated kit for the series I'm doing? Because I could do either one, but because I do know, like this go around, I had so much left over. There's no way I could ship all of that to one person, and I shared some in Happy Mail, and I also did feed some of it back into my stash just because I do Christmas journals obviously every year, and there'll be items that I use like bells. I didn't put all my bells back into my stash. I gave some away, in Happy Mail, and then there's some in the leftover giveaway as well. But yeah, you'll have to let me know. Do you guys like the wrap party? What do you think about that? It works out well for me. It's a way of thanking everybody for watching my videos and leaving comments and liking. When I do a video, hitting that thumbs up button, all that helps my channel grow, and that's what I'm wanting to do. I want my channel to grow to where hopefully this is what I can do instead of working a full-time job. I'm getting to the age where I'm thinking about retiring in the future, and I would love to be able to do this to supplement my Social Security income. But we will see. That's down the road. I still have probably a good, well, definitely about, let's see, 12 years left to work before I can draw Social Security, and we'll see from there what I decide to do. So hopefully in 10 to 12 years time, my channel will have gotten to a point that it can sustain itself. That would be awesome. All right, so I did pull some little die cuts out. Now these die cuts literally came from the Dollar Tree mini tags that you can get. You get a package of 9 or 12 times 2. So it's either 24 or 18 per pack for $1.25. And I just pull off the very front die cuts of them because they're attached by like a little raised puffy adhesive dot. And then I'm using them for this. It's just one of the items I had in my stash, and I thought, well, this would be a good way to use those up. And they're cute. I like them. They're pretty decorative. Again, like I said, on hers, she did use some rickrack, like right through here and sometimes this way. So that would be another layer that could be added. But I'm not going to do that because when I was putting my things up, I didn't think about it, and I've already got my rickrack put away. So we are going to work with the supplies I have, and then I just very lightly ink around this edge. I'm not getting too crazy with it. I just want to make it not look brand new. And then I sort of just tap this around in a few places to make it look a little bit grungy, dirty, however you want to say it. So I'm going to go around and do that to all of these real quick, and then we will do the fun part, which is adding the decoration to the corner of these. Now I did make some of these up already. Those went out in the journal that sold as part of the embellishment packs, as well as the other video I'll be putting out this week for an embellishment was in there as well. Hopefully you guys had an awesome week. I've been working more. I'm getting off later on Fridays, which makes it really hard to do my live craft and chat, which I was really hoping to make that kind of a staple of my channel. But for now, I think it's just going to have to be, I do a live maybe once or twice a month, and then one for the wrap party, just because my real job that pays my bills comes first, obviously. And I have to make that a priority, so that's what's gotta happen. That's all the not so fun adult things we gotta do, right? Boy, this week, it started out so cold where I live. It was like 20 degrees, and it was such a shock because the week before it was in the upper 60s. And now, today, it was 68 again. It's no wonder everybody's getting so sick. My poor dad, he is just so sick with a virus. He's been to the ER once and been to an urgent care where they gave him antibiotics and some cough medicine. He doesn't have COVID. They tested for that. They tested for pneumonia. They did an EKG because he is older and has heart issues. All that came out fine, thank goodness. But yeah, he has just really been struggling, that's for sure, with it. All right, what do we want to do and how do we want to do these? I kind of like that one for Kind of like that there. This could be joy. Got this little gingerbread man that would be super cute on one. And I've got this reindeer, and I could maybe do this poinsettia with the reindeer. How would that look? That's kind of cute. I like that. I think I'll do that. I love it when I can layer them. I think that makes them so much fun. But not all of them let you do that. How does that one look? There's not very many that I can put a tall one on. That's cute. I like that better. I kind of wish now I'd put the candy cane on this one, but oh well. All right, there's that. And I could still put the candy cane on that one, maybe. And I've got what's a little bitty, like that I could put there. Or an ornament. I think that's pretty good. Let me go ahead and glue these down. That's cute. I'll add that one to that. Okay. Let me start gluing these down, and then we'll flip through them and look at all of them. I think an ideas book, you could use images out of an ideas book, and then if you've ever seen one of those vintage reminiscence books, they have a lot of black and white, old-timey photography in them. Oh, that almost looks like toy for Toy Soldier. I think I'm going to do that. That's kind of cute. You could use real black and white pictures, like if you wanted to have a picture of your kids and make it black and white, and then make it look like an old Polaroid. That would be fun. And believe me, if I had actual Polaroids, I would be using the real deal, but I don't have any. But how fun if you have some in your stash, or if you have a family member that kind of is the keeper of the photos and you can get some old Polaroids. How fun would this be? I think it'd be such a cute, fun craft. And again, don't forget, like she did, you'll see, I'm going to link her video. She did rickrack here. Some of them she did rickrack there. It looked really cute. So don't think, oh, this has to be the end of it. You can keep decorating them up and making them look even more decorative than what I'm doing here. This is just what happens when you're having company. I'm having company this weekend, so I always like to try and put away some of, because I have a craft room, but I do my filming at my dining room table, and in the course of doing a series, my dining room table kind of gets built up with supplies to make things with, and my kitchen bar opens up into the dining room and the living room because it's open concept, and so then that'll have stuff on it. So it gets kind of, it's a lot for someone who doesn't journal or doesn't understand what I'm doing. It's a lot to come in and see all that stuff. So I wanted it all cleaned up since I knew I was having company in. That way they would have a nice clean space to enjoy while they were here. Anyway. You guys, how do you do it when you are a big time junk journaler or crafter, and all of a sudden you get the word you're going to have company? And what do you do to make space for everybody and make it enjoyable for everyone? I'm curious to see how everybody sort of handles and manages that. Well, that's kind of big, not my favorite. Ooh, looky here, I forgot there's presents. That would be a cute one to do, wouldn't it? Let me do a present. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think of that. So here's that. All right, I'm going to hold these up and show them to you. And that way you can see how quick and easy these were to make. I mean, they were simple. Simple, simple, simple. So this is probably my least favorite, but it's got a little snowflake, toy soldier, Santa on the sleigh. And then this one is a close-up of Santa on his sleigh. And it says joy on the heart, but the toy soldier sort of makes it like a toy. I was thinking was my thought process. And here's one of the reindeers. We've got Santa holding a doll. And then we've got Santa coming down the chimney, and then presents. And Santa having a big old jolly laugh. And we've got our little gingerbread right there. All right, guys, let me know what you think of these. I can't wait to hear. And if you make some and want to share them with me, go over to my community tab, and you can actually post pictures there now. And I absolutely would love to see that. Or another option, if you have Instagram and want to share something I've made on my channel so I can see it, just type #nannerbanana. And then whenever I'm over there, I always type that in to see what everybody's made. And it's fun just to see what you guys come up with. All right. Don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.